Hello and welcome to the Introvert Empress Tarot. This is the Confessions of the Heart reading for the month of August. This reading is for all those of you who have broken up with your partner, and in this reading we'll get to know how this ex of yours feels about this breakup, feels about this separation with you. So this reading is your ex's feelings about the situation, what they think, how they feel about this situation, about this breakup, about this separation, about this divorce, whatever the separation may be between the two of you. So keep in mind that what this ex feels about the situation, that may not necessarily be your point of view regarding this breakup. So just to make it clear, in this reading you'll get to know how your ex feels about the situation, things they did not say to you. You may try, or you may get answers regarding those questions. And this reading will be for all zodiac signs, and I'll start with Aries and do all the zodiac signs right up to Pisces, and each zodiac sign will be individually time stamped for your ease of watching. I would recommend you watch this reading for your sun sign, but if you'd like to watch it for your moon, rising, or Venus signs, then you can do that as well. And I will leave a link in the description box of this video from where you can check your moon, rising, and Venus signs, and thereafter you may watch for those signs as well. If you like this reading, then please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and also if the messages resonate with you, then please leave a comment in the comment section of this video. So once again, this reading is for all zodiac signs, and I'll start with the zodiac of Aries and how this ex of Aries feels about this breakup, this separation from Aries. So let's begin. We are starting with the sign of Aries. How does this ex of Aries feels about the situation, feels about this breakup? After this breakup happened, how does this ex of Aries feel now, and what are they saying? What are they saying to Aries regarding this breakup? How does this ex of Aries feels regarding this situation with Aries, the separation, this breakup that happened? How does this ex feels now in the month of August? This is for the ex of Aries. How does this ex of Aries feels now after this breakup, separation? This is for the collective of Aries who has recently experienced a breakup or separation from their partner. We have, I had grown a lot since we separated. This is what your ex is saying. With this card, Aries, some of you may have also, after this breakup happened, this has been a while. You have broken up, and for some of you this was a long-term relationship where this breakup happened. Now it has been a while, and this ex of yours, the significant ex of yours, has been working on their healing, or on things that they knew that they had to work, so that they can level up. And for some of you, this ex has may have also contacted you, or had tried to, reconcile, or if not reconciliation, then they have been actively working on themselves, and they have started seeing results of their work. And they realize, the major thing is that they realize that they have grown up, they have done some healing, they have worked on themselves ever since you guys separated. So this is what they realize, this is what they say, that I had grown a lot since we separated. So ever since the separation happened, for some of you Aries, this ex of yours has been working on themselves to improve themselves, to level up. And they realize, they very clearly understand the things that need working on when it comes to themselves. So this is what they say. So what I'm also getting with this card here is that some of you Aries in the month of August may be contacted by this particular ex of yours, and they may try to tell you what they have been doing, or the things that they have been working on ever since you guys separated. So this is a very specific message for some of you Aries who have recently separated, who have separated with your ex. Let's take some other messages. What does this ex of Aries want to tell Aries, or how do they feel about this breakup or this separation at this time? What other messages do we have from the ex of Aries? What we have here says, I was immature at that time. So self-realization is coming from both of these cards. So for some of you Aries, now these two messages may resonate with you, because the second message here says, I was immature at the time, and the first one here says, I had grown a lot since we separated. So some of you Aries, you were dating a person who is now your ex. Now this person was immature in certain areas, and that was a deal breaker for some of you. And ever since the separation happened, as I explained earlier, this ex of yours has been focused on improving themselves, or dealing with those issues and working on themselves. So I was immature at the time. I had grown a lot since we separated. So a reconnection or reconciliation attempt may happen for some of you Aries, and you may receive a message or text message or a phone call from this ex of yours. Now the next message here says, I felt you deserve someone better than me. I felt you deserve someone better than me. Now this is for some of you Aries who in this breakup, this ex of yours broke up with you because of unresolved issues that they had within themselves. I felt you deserve someone better than me, and that is why they let you go. That is why they broke up with you, because they did not feel good enough to be your partner. Now, with this card, some of you Aries, your ex may also at the time when you guys were together, they had some self-confidence or self-esteem issues, and they felt that they were not good enough for you, and it was mainly because of how they felt about themselves, and that resulted in them feeling not being good enough for you. So for some of you Aries, with this card, what I'm getting is that your ex broke up with you, and they let you go, and it was all because of how they felt about themselves, having low self-esteem, also dealing with confidence issues. For some of you Aries, this ex may also be struggling with their appearance, how they used to look or how they look by themselves, and also how they look when they are with you. So a lot of issues were related to self-esteem, confidence, this ex had, Aries. Now I will keep these cards back and shuffle and get cards, more messages. What else does this ex of Aries has to say? This card here says, I can never forget you. For some of you Aries, this breakup has happened, and what I'm getting is that although Aries, you were able to move on, you have moved on from this situation, from this relationship, and also from this ex of yours, but this ex still struggles to deal with this breakup. They say, I can never forget you. Now, for some of you Aries, this relationship that you had with this ex of yours, for your ex, this was a very, very significant relationship in their life. The relationship they shared with you, it was very significant. It left a mark in their it has left a mark in their heart, and also some kind of you were this benchmark that this person, it was such a good relationship, like you were such a good person to this ex of yours, Aries, that now, since the breakup has happened, separation has happened, this person is this ex is unable to not only forget you, but also, they may have been like measuring every other person that they meet. They may be comparing this new person to you, because they had something from which they feel like getting an upgrade is very difficult. So that is also why this ex of yours constantly thinks about you and is unable to forget you. So please remember, Aries, that the messages may be very specific to some of you, and you guys will instantly connect with the messages. And for some of you, these messages may not resonate at all. So do not worry. If the messages are for you, then they are for you, and if they are not for you, they are not for you, as clear as that. And if the messages resonate with you, then leave me a comment in the comment section so that I get to know. What else do we have for Aries? What messages do we have from the ex of Aries? What does this ex, how does this ex feel about this separation with Aries? Or what does this ex want to say to Aries? We have here the card which says, why I didn't speak up when I had chance. Why I didn't speak up when I had chance. So for some of you Aries, this ex now wonders, now struggles with things that they did not say when they had a chance with you, when they were still in relationship with you. And it's difficult for them to move on. It is difficult for them to not think about you on a daily basis, Aries. And I get heavy energy of regret from this card or from this ex of yours. And how they feel right now about the situation is, with heavy regret, they realize that they had something very special with you, Aries. And if they had spoken up at the right time, when they still had a chance with you, things could have turned out way different and way better than this separation that they are experiencing with you. Let's take one more message for Aries and then we'll move on to Taurus. What else do we have for Aries? Okay, we have a card which fell on the floor. And what we have here is, it took me long to fall in love again. It took me long to fall in love again. So for some of you Aries, you separated from this ex, and this was a long-term committed relationship for you. And they still think about you. And at this time they may be in a relationship. They may be in a relationship in a committed relationship with someone else. But when the separation happened, it was very difficult for them to accept it, process it, and move on from it, work through it and move on from it. And it took them a while. And what I also feel is that when the separation happened between you guys, this ex of yours had to work on themselves, had to invest in themselves and heal themselves. And that is why this long time, it says here, it took me long to fall in love again. This long gap, I think this ex of yours, they did the right thing by not jumping into the next relationship. And instead they chose to invest in themselves. They chose to work on their shortcomings. They chose to heal themselves. And healing is never easy, and the healing journey takes as much time, depending upon each one of us. And there is no timeline of healing. So it took them a long time to heal, not only heal themselves, but also move on from you, and then, fall in love again with someone. I think they are in a committed relationship currently. So these are all these messages from your ex Aries. Now please understand that this is what your ex thinks, this is how your ex thinks, this is what they have to say. Now these things may not necessarily how you process the situation, Aries, but we are reading for your ex, so that is what this ex feels about you, or this breakup. So we have done Aries. Now let's move on to Taurus. How does this ex of Taurus feels about this breakup, this separation, and anything that they have to say to Taurus regarding this situation? Messages from the ex of Taurus. This is for those of you who have recently separated, have broken up with your partner, and this is how your ex feels about the situation. So we are reading for Taurus, those Tauruses who have broken up with their partner, and how this ex feels about them at this time. How does this ex of Taurus feel about Taurus at this time in the month of August? Anything they need to say to Taurus, or they feel. We'll try to see like what messages we get for Taurus. We have, it was difficult to get over you. Finally, I found someone better. It was difficult for them to get over you, Taurus. Now they think that they have found someone better. So this ex of yours, Taurus, may be in a relationship with someone at this time, but when the separation happened, it was very difficult for them to get over you, get over this relationship, get over the fact that you are no longer a part of their life. And during the separation, Taurus, this ex of yours may have also felt very bitter, and for some of you, for your ex to feel this way, that they found someone better, Taurus, you were the one who broke up with this ex, and they did not like that. It hurt their ego. And for some of you, Taurus, this ex of yours just likes to think that the person they are with currently are better than Taurus, are better than you. This person is better than you, and this is how they like to think because it makes them feel better about the situation. But to be honest, how this person, what I feel is that this person felt very miserable when Taurus, you broke up with them, and they were very bitter, and it was very, very difficult for them to get over this breakup. And now this person may be in a relationship, and they like to think that they got an upgrade relationship wise, and this person that they are currently with is better than you, or better than Taurus. This is how they like to think. What other messages do we have from this ex of Taurus? How does this ex feel about this breakup? What would they like to confess to Taurus? Confessions from their heart. And we have, I was just flirting, I was not serious. We also have, I had family pressure. I was just flirting, I was not serious. Now, for some of you Taurus, this ex was a player and you found out. And what I'm getting is that some of you Taurus found out through text messages that this ex was sharing with someone else while they were in relationship with you, and you found out, you checked, you somehow saw these text messages that this ex was sending to someone, and you broke up with this ex because you realized that they are not serious about you, and they are flirting, or they want to see other people as well, so you let them go. But what this ex is saying in their defense is that I was just flirting, I was not serious. So this I feel that they're saying this out of guilt, and they perfectly understood what they were doing when they were flirting with someone else. But they also realized that they were in a committed relationship with Taurus, but they chose to flirt with this new person. And just to make themselves feel better, they say that I was just flirting, I was not serious. The next card here says, I had family pressure. So for some of you Taurus, this ex broke up with you because of family pressure, as this card says. Now, for some of you Taurus, you might have met this ex's family at some point in time when you guys were still in a relationship, and family was an issue. To be very direct, family, your ex's family was an issue, and your ex succumbed to their family, to this family pressure, and they broke up with you. And that is what they are saying. They loved you, they liked being in this relationship with you, but they could not disobey their family. So for some of you Taurus who are dealing with this situation or dealing with this particular ex, family was the issue. And what I'm also getting, it may resonate with very few of you, if that is your situation, Taurus, that when you met this ex, they were already in a committed relationship. For some of you, they were even married. They were even married, and they had a family of their own. But you did not know. You did not know at this time. And when the time came for being committed to you, this ex of yours chose their family, and they chose their family, and they broke up with you, citing family pressure. So this may not resonate with every Taurus out there, but this is also the message that I'm getting from this family pressure card. What else do we have for Taurus? Messages from this ex of Taurus. How does this ex feel about this breakup situation with Taurus at this time in the month of August? or any messages that this ex may have for Taurus. What do they want Taurus to know? I will not beg you to stay is the next message. So some of you Taurus may have broken up with this ex, and for whatever reasons Taurus you may have for this breakup, this breakup is final. This breakup is final, and when you were breaking up, when you were breaking up with your ex, or like, you know, when you broke up with your ex, and it was fairly recent at that time, this ex may have even told you directly that I will not beg you to stay. I will not beg you to stay, and that is what they did. They did not beg you to stay. They may have asked you to reconsider. Whatever the case may be, you might have your own reasons, Taurus, but this is how they feel at this time. Also, I think this is an end. This is an end. There is this chapter is closed from your ex. They will not entertain. They will not ask you to, or like, you know, beg you to come back. Beg you to come back. Even this is how this ex feels at this time, Taurus. So for some of you Taurus, what I'm also getting is that if you're thinking of a reconciliation, do not expect your ex to contact you or make the first move. You will have to make the first move, or you'll have to reconnect. You will have to take the initiative to reconnect with this ex, if that is your choice. Again, not all Taurus who have undergone a breakup are looking for a reconciliation, but I'm just putting it out there. If this is how your ex feels, like if you are expecting a reconnection with them, or you are expecting them to contact you, they are not going to contact you, because how they feel is that they have like, you know, put their case in front of you. Now if you want to reconcile, then you will have to take the initiative. So this is just an additional message from this card. What else do we have for Taurus? And we have, you misunderstood me. This is how this ex of yours, Taurus, feels at this time, that they were misunderstood by you. And for some of you, this ex of yours may have done something or said something which resulted in a breakup, but they feel that you totally misunderstood them, and if you would not have understood them at the time, this breakup wouldn't have even happened. So this is how they are feeling. What else do we have for Taurus? And we have, I needed someone that time, so I chose you. I needed someone at that time, so I chose you. So for some of you Taurus, this person knew what they were getting into when they started this relationship with you. They knew that they just wanted somebody for some time, and that somebody was Taurus, and that was perfect for them at the time. And they are very clear, they are not guilty at all, and they might not have revealed their intention to you, Taurus, that they are not looking for long term. They just want somebody to be present in their life when it comes to relationship, and you were available at that time. And although your expectations may have been totally different from this ex, but they were very selfish. They are very selfish, and they might not have revealed their true intentions regarding this relationship. So some of you Taurus may with this card, I needed someone at that time, so I chose you. Some of you who are resonating with this situation, with this card here, may have unanswered questions regarding this ex of yours, as to why did they break up with you, and what about the things that they used to say regarding commitment and being long term, and why did they behave the way they behaved. So this is your answer. They're saying, I needed someone that at that time, so I chose you. You were available, and they were not looking for a long-term commitment, but they wanted somebody to be present in their life, somebody stable, somebody solid, somebody grounded, and that is all you, Taurus. And they behaved selfishly in this situation, but this is the reason they acted the way they acted. So these are all the messages that your ex wants to give you, Taurus. Let's move on to Gemini. This is for Gemini. How does this ex of Gemini feel about Gemini at this time in the month of August? What do they want Gemini to know about this breakup? Messages from Gemini's ex. What do they want to confess to Gemini? What messages do we have from this ex of Gemini? We have two cards here. First one says, we deserve a second chance. So they are clearly looking for a reconnection, reconciliation with you, Gemini. They feel that you and this ex, both of them, you deserve a second chance. Now, the second card here says, it's just hard to forget the past so fast. Now, with the first card, which says here, we deserve a second chance, this ex may contact you, and they will tell you how they feel. They will tell you that for them this relationship is not over, that they strongly believe that you and them can have a second chance, and whatever has happened during this separation, ever since the first breakup happened between you two, this second time it could be way better, because both you, Gemini, and this ex of yours may have worked upon the things that needed working on. You can call it healing, or taking time to work on the issues or the shortcomings that all of us have. And that is why they feel that with this second time around, things can even get better, because the uncomfortable phase, both of you have faced the uncomfortable part through this breakup. And if you decide to give this relationship a second chance, Gemini, your ex feels that it would be for the best, because they believe that you guys, you and them, deserve a second chance. So This is for some of you Geminis. Now, the next message here says it's just hard to forget the past so fast. Now, this ex of yours, Gemini, is struggling with this breakup, with this separation from you, and it is very difficult. It is very difficult for them to forget you or to forget this relationship. Now, for some of you, this relationship was very significant. It may have also been a long-term committed relationship, and that is why this ex is struggling a lot. And it's difficult for them to connect to other people in a relationship, because this separation or this relationship that they shared with you is always on their mind, and it is very difficult for them to be able to forget it. The next message here says, it hit me like a heart attack when you left me. So very specific, it hit me like a heart attack when you left me. So Geminis, you broke up with this ex, and they did not even realize that it was coming. It was a total shock for them. And some of you Geminis, the separation may be fairly recent, and you may just have broken up with this ex, and this is how they feel. They did not see it coming at all, and they are still in shock. And with them being in shock, what I'm also getting is that when they were in this relationship with you, they had never thought that a breakup can happen between the two of you. They had always envisioned this relationship moving forward into the next level of commitment, whatever that may be for you. So when this breakup happened, it was a total shock for them. And for some of you Geminis, this particular ex of yours is still under shock, and they have not processed this breakup yet. What other messages do we have from this ex of Gemini? Confessions from Gemini's ex. What do they want to say? And we have, I was just flirting, I was not serious. And we have, I had family pressure. So this is what they are saying in their defense. In both these cards, this ex is saying, I was just flirting, I was not serious. So you Geminis found out about this flirting, whatever it may be. I'm also getting text messages being shared with someone while this ex was still in a committed relationship with you. You found out about this exchange and you broke up with this ex, but this is what they're saying in their defense, that I was just flirting, I was not serious. Now, for some of you Geminis, this ex broke up with you because of their family, because of their family pressure, and this is what they want you to know. Although, when the breakup happened, when they broke up with you, they did not give you a very a specific reason for their breakup. But this is what they are saying. This is what they want you to know, that they broke up because of family pressure. Now, Geminis, if in this reading, all zodiac signs, remember that you may also get your questions answered, any unanswered questions that you may have regarding this breakup. If you have these questions, then through these messages, the cards may answer that. So You may get to know how this ex feels about you, or you may also get to know what this ex has to say regarding this breakup, and that may help you get clarity, or you know, some of your questions may be answered. One more card for Gemini, and then we'll move to Cancer. Confessions from Gemini's ex. And we have, I am scared that you will not accept me now. I am scared that you will not accept me now. This is how your ex feels. With this card, Geminis, what I feel is that this ex may be very scared to contact you, and for some reason they feel that if you get to know them now, you will not accept them at all. And for some of you Geminis, you may also get a call or message from this ex, but they are very scared. They want to contact you. They want to contact you so bad. But what stops them from doing so is that there is something with this ex, or something they might have done, or something very particular with this ex that makes them feel that they are not good enough for you, or if they come in front of you with a relationship, you will not accept them at all. So these are all the messages that we have for Geminis from their ex. Let's move on to Cancer. How does this ex of Cancer feel about this breakup and this separation? Anything they would like to tell Cancers about their feeling or about this breakup? Messages from Cancer's ex. Confessions from Cancer's ex. What do they want Cancer to know, or how does this ex feels about this breakup with Cancer? And we have here the card which says it was a difficult decision. So the decision to break up with you, Cancer, was a difficult one. This is what this ex wants you to know. So if you Cancers are wondering why they broke up with you, or was it easy for them, for your ex to break up with you, it wasn't, because they are saying it was a difficult decision for them to make. And in this particular situation, what I also feel is that this ex broke up with you, Cancer, but it was difficult, equally difficult for them to break up with you. And for some of you Cancers, what I feel is that when this breakup happened, it was difficult for you as well to process it. What other messages do we have from this ex of Cancer? And we have, I had many heartbreaks since we broke. And Let me see if I have another card which flipped over. Okay. So for some of you Cancers, this X has been jumping to relationship, from one relationship to another ever since this breakup with you happened, and all they have experienced is heartbreak after heartbreak. And what I'm also getting is that I don't know who broke up with whom, but one thing is very clear is the thing that is very clear to me is that this X has not invested any time at all in healing themselves. All they have been trying to do ever since they broke up with you is to fill that void within themselves, the void that was the presence of Cancer. Now, to fill that void when Cancer is no more in this X's life, they have been trying to constantly fill that void through one relationship or another, and they are very unsuccessful in doing that, and that is why they have been experiencing heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak. So with this very direct message from this card which says, I had many heartbreaks since we broke, some of you Cancers may have also, you may have been approached by this X of yours, and they may have written this message. They may have written this message to you, and they may have also expressed a desire to reconcile with you. What other messages do we have from this X of Cancer? Confessions from Cancer's X. Confessions from Cancer's X. And we have, I wish we could have made it. Very specific. Ever since this breakup happened, Cancer, this X feels that when they think about the relationship they had with you, they sincerely wish that you guys would have made it to a long-term committed relationship, or to forever spending life with each other. They seriously regret that this didn't happen with you, and they think about you in high regard, Cancer. And for some of you, this X of yours may already be in a new relationship, or they may even be single at this time. But this relationship was very, very significant to them, and whenever they think about you, all they think is that I wish we could have made it. So this is how they think about this breakup, or this is how they feel about this breakup, and they want you to know that I wish we could have made it. But for some of you, they may be open to a reconciliation, but for some of you, they are not looking for a reconciliation with you at all, or they are not going to contact you to reconnect with you. For some of you Cancers, this X may contact you directly and tell you how they feel. And yeah, these are all the messages that I'm getting from this card. So what we have on the floor is the card which says, I was just flirting, I was not serious, which is just an excuse. And in the end, our love matters. So some of you Cancers have undergone a breakup with this person because they were entertaining other people through text messages or even meeting them in person while they were still in a commitment with you, and you found out somehow, and this is what they are saying in their defense, that I was just flirting, I was not serious. And this is what they may have told you at the time when you found out about this flirting or this person or the situation. I don't get any regret from this person regarding this breakup with this particular ex. Now, from this card, what we have here says, in the end, our love matters. For some of you Cancers, what I'm getting is that for some reason, it was a mutual decision between you and your ex to part ways and to end this relationship. But when it comes to love, when it comes to respect, when it comes to the relationship that both of you shared with each other, that love is still there. That love is still there, but for some reason you guys are under separation, you guys are not together, but there is deep love both in your heart, Cancer, and in the heart of this ex of yours, and both of you know about this this love that you carry in your heart for each other. But for some reason you are separated, you are not together, and for some of you I'm getting it was a mutual decision. But if you're wondering how this ex feels about you, Cancer, they think about you with love and positivity. One more message for Cancer, and then we'll move on to Leo. And we have the card which says, I know you still love me, I can feel it. Now, for some of you Cancers, this ex broke up with you, and they broke up with you because you wanted a committed relationship with them, and this is not what they wanted from you, and they broke up with you when things started getting serious. And this person realized that you, when you were in relationship with them, they knew it very clearly during that time that you were falling for them, and you were falling for them, and what you feel is very real. And unfortunately, this ex did not feel that way about you. Now, they may have said that they have the same feelings for you, but they knew it clearly that you were falling for them and you were falling in love with them, and they broke up with you. They broke up with you when things started getting serious, or when they couldn't handle when they couldn't handle your love. And now they feel that they know that you still love them. I am getting this energy of arrogance from this ex, where they feel that even if you guys remain separated, they know that they have so much power over you, Cancer, and they know that you still love them, and the way you feel about them is very transparent to this ex. So with Cancers, those of you who are resonating with this last message, this ex may have also contacted you after this breakup, because they were very sure of themselves that Cancer will take me back, but you didn't do that. Even though you love this person, but you let them go once they broke up with you. You moved on. So in your heart, this ex may still have a special place, Cancer, but you take it with, you take that as a learning, you take that as an experience that this ex gave you, and they may have taken advantage of your love, but when they tried to reconcile with you, you stood firm on your decision to move on from them emotionally. So these are all the messages that Cancer has from their ex. Now let's do Leo. Messages from this ex of Leo. Confessions of the heart. Confessions from Leo's ex. How do they feel about this breakup, or anything that they want Leos to know about this situation, how they feel. Confessions from Leo's ex. What does this ex of Leo want to say, or how do they feel about this breakup with Leo? And we have, I am hopelessly in love with you. So this ex is still in love with you even after this breakup. They are still in love with you, and it is very difficult for them to emotionally connect with somebody new. And they may have tried, but every single time they realize that it is you who they love, Leo. The next message here says, our relationship was toxic. So this ex, this is how they feel. The relationship they shared with you was toxic, and ever since this breakup happened, and this ex may have started working on themselves, and once they started working on themselves, they started realizing the patterns or the toxicity in this relationship with you. Now, the toxicity may have been, maybe coming from this ex, and they realize their actions, and that is why the need to work on themselves. Now, the toxicity may have been from you, Leos, and after this breakup, they realized what was not right and what was toxic, and breaking up with you was the right decision. So please understand that this is how this ex feels, and this is their point of view. Now, you may have a totally different point of view, and that is perfectly all right, but we are doing this reading for your ex. So these are the messages from your ex. The next message here says, you took me for granted. So Your ex is saying to you, Leo, that you took me for granted. And for some of you Leos in this particular situation, this ex broke up with you, and this is how they feel about the situation. They broke up with you because you took them for granted. Now, for some of you Leos, this ex feels that even for some of you Leos, this was not the first time. This was not the first time that the two of you broke up with each other. You have broken up earlier as well, and every single time this ex was the one to reconcile with you. This ex was the one to reconcile with you, and when this breakup happened this time, no reconciliation attempt was made. And for some of you, this ex particularly wants you to know that they are not coming back to you this time. And every single time that they reconciled with you, things did not change, and they were taken like for granted, like you took them for granted. And this is what they are saying, or this is how they feel. What other messages do we have for Leos? Confessions from Leo's ex. How does this ex feel about this breakup? And any messages they may have for Leos. They're saying, I had eye on someone else as well. This is what they're saying. I had eye on someone else as well. And for some of you Leos, this ex broke up with you, and while the time that you guys were together, this ex was entertaining other relationships as well. And for some of you, this ex broke up with you Leos, and you may have unanswered questions from this ex. You may have asked them multiple times the reason for breaking up, but they did not say anything. Now, at this time, when the breakup has already happened, this ex wants you to know that they were interested in someone else, and they broke up with you. What other messages do we have from Leo's ex? What do they want to say to Leo, or how do they feel about this breakup with Leo? And we have, I am scared that you will not accept me now. So self-esteem issues, self-confidence issues with this ex of yours, Leos, and somehow they feel that they are not good enough to be with you, or they are not good enough to be your partner. Whatever the reason may be, this is how they feel. Now they want to reconnect with you. They may have tried reconnecting with you, but every time they gained the courage to contact you, they got very scared. And for some reason they think that they are not good enough to be with you, and something may have happened in their life, and for that reason they think that you will not accept them even if they came back to you. One last message for Leo, and then we'll do Virgos. So the card that flipped over is the card that I'm going to take, and it says, you need to move on and forget me. It says, you need to move on and forget me. Now, clearly, some of you Leos may be telepathically connecting with your ex, maybe connecting on energetically with your ex, and they feel this energy, they feel your energy, and what they want to say to you is that you need to move on and forget me. Now the breakup may have been initiated by this ex in this particular situation, Leos, and for some of you Leos, you may have also tried reconnecting with this ex, with the intention to start this relationship, but what they want you to know is that they might have moved on, or they are not interested in starting this relationship again, and they may have even like bluntly said this to you, that you need to move on and forget me. So very specific messages. So understand, Leos, that these messages, or these messages from the cards, are from your ex. So your ex, this is how your ex feels about you, and how this ex feels about you may not necessarily be how you feel about them. So do not get confused. This is how your ex feels about you, or about this breakup. So since this reading is for your ex, confessions of the heart from your ex, so we are reading your ex's, like, from your ex's perspective. The next sign is Virgos. What messages do we have from this ex of Virgos ever since this breakup happened? How does this ex feels about Virgos? Confessions from Virgo's ex. What messages do we have from this ex of Virgos, and how do they feel about this situation, this breakup with Virgo? And we have, the more I try to forget you, the more I miss you. I do not know how to fix my broken heart. So for some of you Virgos, this may have been a recent situation regarding this breakup, and this ex is struggling to move on from you. This ex is struggling to move on from you, and they are trying very hard. They are trying to get as many distractions as possible, with the hope of forgetting you. That may distractions, new relationships, anything that may help them to forget you, but it is all in vain. And what they want you to understand, or what they are saying, is that the more I try to forget you, the more I miss you. The next message here is I don't know how to fix my broken heart. So this breakup has left your ex heart broken, and I do not know who broke up with whom, but it has affected them very, very deeply, and they do not know what to do next. They are totally lost. They're hopeless that they will be able to find a person as good as you, Virgos, and they are very heartbroken. They are very sad. They're very low vibrational, in this low vibrational energy at this time. What else do we have for Virgos? Confessions from Virgo's ex. And we have, with time, love and hatred have faded. With time, love and hatred have faded. So this person, this ex may have felt very bitter. This ex may have felt very bitter towards you, Virgos, when you decided to break up with them or when you initiated this breakup. And there was love in this situation. There was love in this relationship. And when this breakup happened, this love, this person the emotions that they felt for you were very close to hate. Like when you love somebody so much, but at the same time you also hate this same person. So with time, what they want you to know is that a lot of time has passed since this breakup happened, and they have worked on themselves. They have been on their healing journey, and what that has done to them is that it has allowed them to accept not only the love that they had for you, but it has also allowed them to process the feelings of hatred that they had for you at the time. And at this time, what they say is that with time, love and hatred for you have faded. They have moved on from those feelings of love, affection, and also bitterness towards you. So what this person may be telling you, Virgos, is that they have moved on from you on every, in every sense. What other messages do we have for Virgos from their ex about this breakup or how they feel? And we have, I hope I could face you. Something very significant led to this breakup between you, between this ex and you, Virgos. And this ex was in the wrong, and they know that what they did was wrong. What they did was wrong, and how they behaved was wrong. And they are ashamed of themselves. They are disappointed in themselves, and what they have done, they realize that they can never face you again. They can never face you again, or they can never even try to give reasons for whatever they have done or however they have behaved. And they know that they disappointed you with their behavior, or they let this relationship down with their actions. That is how they feel at this time. And the next message here says, I had no choice, so I let you go. So this ex broke up with you, Virgos, and at that time they felt really helpless. They did not see any other option, and breakup was the way to go, and they let you go. They broke up with you, and at this time they feel that they had no choice. They had no choice with them, and they could not keep you with you in this relationship, and they had to break up with you so that they can let you go. Now, whatever happened between this ex and you, Virgos, there is this energy of regret coming from this ex at this time. Now, for some of you in this particular situation, a significant time has passed after this breakup happened, and at this time now, this ex feels that at that time they had no choice. They were totally helpless, and breaking up with you was the only right thing. Now, the last message here both these cards are saying the same message. This one here says, I had no option but to let go. So I think both of these messages are from the same ex of you Virgos, and they wanted to, they had no choice. Situations had brought them to a point where they felt like they had to break up with you and they had to let you go, and that is the only option. So this is what they want you to know, that they were totally helpless. They had no other way to save the relationship, and they had to let you go. So these are all the messages from Virgo's ex. Now let's do Libra. What does Libra's ex want to say to them, and how do they feel about this breakup with Libra? Confessions from Libra's ex. What does this ex of Libra want to say to Libra, and how do they feel about this breakup? We have, in the end, our love matters, and we were too different to make this work. For some reason, Libra, you and your ex, you know that the kind of love that you shared with each other when you were in this relationship, that was the kind of love that you always will carry in your heart. And some of you Libras may have also, after this breakup or long separation, you may have reconnected with this particular ex, and what they want you to know is that whatever hardships that the two of you may have had to go, in the end, love is all that matters. That is what they say. And for some of you Libras, there may also be a reconnection attempt made by this ex, and they may want to talk to you. They may try to persuade you, and they know that the love that they have for you and the love that you have for them is not going to fade away. And even if you guys reconnect with each other, bygones will become bygones, and love is all that matters. Now, the next message here says, we were too different to make this work. Now, this may have been a mutual breakup between Libra and their ex, or either one of you might have broken up with the other person, and you guys realized that you guys were too different. You guys were too different to even make this work if you tried, and even if you tried, it would not have worked. So the best decision was to part ways, and part ways with part ways and move on. Now, for some of you, this ex might have broken up with you, and they realized that that you guys were incompatible. You were too different. You were not their type, or they were not your type, Libra, and they broke up with you. Now, the next message here says, I will not let you know that I still care for you. Now, this breakup left unanswered questions to you, Libra, and you even wondered whether this ex loved you ever or not. Now this ex, how they feel is that they did not tell you how they felt, or they did not tell you that they were still in love with you, but there is a lot of like ego coming from this ex, from this the ego energy coming from this ex. That is what I can feel. And there is this thing of not giving you the answer, not giving you the reason, and holding that power with them. That is what I'm getting with this card, and this is tied up to this ex's ego. And understand that they cared for you, they still care for you, but they did not tell you even when they were in the relationship with you, because they wanted to keep to have some kind of power over you. That is what I'm getting from this card. Now Libras, if these messages resonate with you, please leave me a comment and let me know in the comment section. Now the next message here says, I was immature at the time. And some of you Libras, you broke up with this ex, and because you realized that you could not always, like, you could not mother them around, and this person has to grow up and be responsible for their own actions. Now you broke up with this ex, and a time has passed, like quite some time has passed between after this breakup, and this person, this ex, now realizes, after they worked on themselves, that how they behaved in this relationship was in a selfish fashion. They were very immature at that time, and that is what they realized. So this relationship with you Libras was a lesson for this ex. They needed to learn, they needed to experience this relationship with you, so that they could work on themselves after this breakup, and that is what they did. So yours was a karmic relationship that you had to experience with each other. What other messages do we have from this ex of Libras? What does this ex want Libra to know? We have too many cards. Confessions from Libra's ex. And we have two cards. The first one here says, I do not know how to fix my broken heart. And the next one here says, I was worried about status and society. So with this one here, this ex is broken-hearted over this breakup with you Libras, to be very clear and very direct. They are still hung up on you. They have not moved on. They are unable to connect emotionally with another person when it comes to relationships, and they do not know, it's like they are totally hopeless at this time, and they do not know what to do, how to fix their broken heart. Now the next message here says, I was worried about status and society. So this ex was very shallow. That is what I'm getting. This ex was very shallow. I'm also getting self-esteem, confidence issues from this card regarding this ex, and they broke up with you Libra, citing like shallow reasons, but the real reason was that they were worried about their status and what people would say. They were worried about other people, or society when it comes to this relationship they had with you. Now, for some of you Libras, there may have been a significant issue that demarcated this relationship. Now this, although it is not an issue, but what made this relationship different was, for example, age difference, significant age difference between the two of you, religious factors, or those kind of things, or I don't know, it may not be, not even be those things, but this person was quite, this ex was always worried about their status with the kind of people that they are seen when they move in society, and what people think about them, that matters to them a lot. So self-confidence issues, self-esteem issues, and looking for people's opinions, or validation from people, or even family and friends. So these are very specific messages from your ex Libra. Now understand that this is their point of view. You may not necessarily think this way, but since this reading is for your ex, that is what we are reading. So this is what your ex feels, or how they feel. Now the next sign that we are going to do is Scorpio. How does this ex of Scorpio feels now after the breakup? Confessions from Scorpio's ex. What do they want to say? How do they feel about this breakup now? Confessions from Scorpio's ex. What does this ex want to say to Scorpio at this time? How do they feel about this breakup? We have, I had no option but to let go. So this ex broke up with you, Scorpio, and you may have struggled with getting an answer from them, like why they did not give you any specific reason of breaking up with you, and that let you confused. I had no option but to let go. That is what this ex says, that they couldn't do anything to save the relationship, and they had no options at all, and they had to let you go. They had to break up with you. Now for some of you, Scorpio, in this situation, friends, family, society, those kind of things may have played a part, and your ex succumbed to those pressures and they let you go. Next message here says, I still remember your fragrance the day we first met. So this ex has fond memories of you, and they even remember the day you guys met, and they think about you fondly. And for some of you, Scorpio, this ex may still be in love with you, and they may even be open for a reconnection with you, but this is how they feel. And the next message here says, I was unsure of my feelings. So what I feel is that this breakup happened, and in this situation, some of you Scorpios decided to break up with this person because although you had serious true feelings about this ex, but this ex was non-committal in this relationship. They weren't serious. They did not know what they want. And once the breakup happened, and ever since, like, you guys remained separated, they realized that this ex realized that they had strong feelings and affections for you, and at that time they were unable to express, or even unable to feel, or they were unsure for some reason. And for some of you, they were unsure because they were not they might have not taken this relationship seriously at all, and they may even have entertained other people, or they were open to other relationships as well. Now, once the breakup happened, they realized that how strongly they feel about you, and they realized that what a total loss they had to suffer because of this breakup. Now, the next message here says, I was immature at the time, and you Scorpios decided to break up with this person because of many reasons. One of it being always having to mother this ex. So you realize that they were not mature enough. They were very, very selfish in that manner, that no matter what they did, Scorpios are always going to take care of the situation or the relationship. And you decided to break up with them because you could no longer function that way. And after the breakup, as the message says here, this ex now realizes how immature they were at the time when you guys were connected. So for some of you Scorpios, this relationship was supposed to happen this way, and this relationship helped your ex realize about what they have to work on, and this was destined to happen this way. What other messages do we have from Scorpio's ex? Confessions from Scorpio's ex. And what messages do we have from Scorpio's ex? Okay. So this is a very direct message. It says, you were not loyal to me. So I have two cards on the floor, and you were not loyal to me. So very specific, very direct message from your ex. This is how they feel. And we also have, I am orphaned without you. This is how they feel. They feel like an orphan when you are no longer with them, when this relationship is no longer a reality. And for some of you, this ex is only missing the physical part of the relationship. And they say here, I miss your sexy body. Very direct messages for Scorpio's ex. And the next one here says, it was a difficult decision to end this relationship, I guess. And this ex feels that it was very difficult for them, not easy at all to let you go. And in this situation, Scorpios, your ex decided to break up with you, and they want you to know that it was very difficult for them, equally difficult for them to take that decision. And it is difficult, like, whenever they think about this decision or think about you or this relationship, they realize what they lost, and they realize, they still remember, or they still feel how difficult it was to end things with you. The last message here says, I lost a special relationship. So your ex regrets this breakup of this relationship they had with you. I lost a special relationship. They realize what they shared with you was special, was what they shared with you cannot be replicated easily, cannot be experienced again, or cannot be experienced again and again. And they realized that what they had with you, what they shared with you, what they experienced with you was very special. So we have done Scorpios. Now let's do Sagittarius. Confessions from Sagittarius's ex. What does this ex want Sagittarius to know, or how do they feel about this breakup with Sagittarius at this time? Guys, remember that these messages are from your ex, and this is how they feel. Now, this may not be your feelings, so do not get confused. If you're looking for messages from your ex, so that is what this reading is going to do. Confessions from Sagittarius's ex. How do they feel about Sagittarius at this time? Or any messages they have for Sagittarius. What do they want Sagittarius to know? We have, I will not beg you to stay. And we also have, the more I try to forget you, the more I miss you. We also have, I still remember your fragrance the day we first met. And we have, I dreamed about you last night. We have, I can never forget you. Our relationship was toxic. And I am hopelessly in love with you. So these are the messages from your ex. When this breakup happened for some of you Sagittarius, your ex may have tried to persuade you not to break up with them, but they, at the same time, they said to you that they will not beg you to stay with them. They will not beg you to stay with them. If you decide to stay with them, it is your decision, and you have to understand that you want to stay with them, but under no condition they are going to beg you to stay with them. The next card here says, the more I try to forget you, the more I miss you. So it is very difficult for your ex to forget you and to forget this relationship, to get over this relationship, Sagittarius. They are trying very hard, and they are trying very hard. They are trying hard to distract themselves they may even try to distract themselves with easy relationships, quick relationships, but it is not working out, and it is very difficult for them. Now the next one here says, I still remember your fragrance the day we first met. So this ex has fond memories of you, Sagittarius, and they were very focused on you when they were in relationship with you, and to this day they still remember how you looked. They still remember the details, and in particular your fragrance the day you guys first met. So difficult for them as well to get over this breakup, but they have fond memories, no bitter feelings. Now this one here says, I dreamed about you last night. So this ex may still be energetically connected to you, and they are having dreams about you, and they may even try to call you, and they might tell you that they dream of you, they often think of you. So this ex may want a reconnection with you, Sagittarius, and this ex may want a reconnection with you, and some of you may hear from this ex. The next card here says, I can never forget you. So you left a mark on this ex's heart, and what they had with you, what they learned from you is like, very special. They realize what they had, the relationship with you, and they realize now what they miss in their life, and they're unable to forget you, as the card says here. So they're very attached to you still. They're very attached to you. The next one here says, our relationship was toxic. So this is how this ex feels about this relationship that you had with them, and they feel that it was a toxic relationship, not good for them at all, and that is why they had to break up with you, and they did the right thing. That is what they tell themselves, that they did the right thing by breaking up with you, and it was not good for their growth. It was not good for their for them, and they may have worked on themselves. They may have to come to this realization. Sagittarius, they may have been working on themselves, and in that journey they have come to realize the toxic traits in this relationship. Now, whether the toxicity was from their end or from your end, that I don't know, but they do realize that there was toxicity in this relationship, and this breakup was the only way to end this toxicity. Now, the last one here says, I am hopelessly in love with you. Your ex is still in love with you, Sagittarius, and they think about you often. They are hopelessly in love with you. They are totally smitten with you still, and some of you may hear from them, from this ex, and they may tell you this in person, or they may tell you this over a call, and they would very much like to reconnect with you, and they may have broken up with you I'm getting from this card, they may have broken up with you, initiated this breakup, but once you were no longer a part of this person's life, they realized their true feelings. They realized their true feelings about you, and now they know that they are hopelessly in love with you, and they may try to reconnect with you, Sagittarius. They may try to contact you and let you know how they truly feel now. So these are all the messages that I have for you, Sagittarius, from your ex. Now remember that these messages are from your ex and not from, like, it's not your perspective, so do not get confused. So let's do Capricorn. We have Capricorn next. So, confessions from Capricorn's ex. What does this ex want you to know, or how do they feel about this breakup with Capricorn? What messages do we have from Capricorn's ex? How does this ex feel about this breakup? What messages do we have from this ex of Capricorn? What do they want Capricorns to know? We have, let me get all 6 cards out on the table and then we'll go through the cards. So the first card here says, I wonder what would be like to kiss you again. So they definitely miss you. They miss the intimacy in the relationship that they shared with you. The second card again talks about intimacy. It says, I still think about us being intimate. So this ex in particular, Capricorn, is missing the physical aspect of the relationship they had with you, and nothing else. So that is what they are missing. So very specific. This again, third one is a very direct message. It says, you loved money more than me. So they feel like they have been used for money, that you use them for money. This is their perspective. In this situation, what I'm feeling is that Capricorns, you broke up with this ex, and they are bitter now, and they are saying that you use them for money, yeah, and you loved money more than them. The next one here says, I look for you in everyone. So this person is totally lost. They are lost, they are heartbroken, obviously, and whoever they meet, they expect this new person to be you, or they look for your qualities in them, or they always end up comparing this new person with you, and they are unsuccessful in connecting emotionally, like successfully connecting emotionally with somebody. They are unable to do that. Now, the next message here says, it was a difficult decision. This ex broke up with you, and what they want you to know is that it was not easy for them. It was a very difficult decision that they had to make, and they may still have regrets about making that decision, but they had to make that decision. Now, for what reasons? They know they are not sharing, and you might have an idea, Capricorn, but if you think that it was easy for your ex to break up or to make this decision, it wasn't. That is what they want you to understand, and it was very difficult for them as well. Now, the next message here says, emptiness in my soul without you. When you are no longer in their life, Capricorn, this ex is feeling empty, they are feeling lost, they are feeling incomplete, and they are they are missing you badly, and they feel like they are nothing without you. So this is the kind of effect this relationship with you had on this ex. The next one here says, I was selfish. So they realize, this ex realizes, they even want you to confess. They are confessing to you through this message about their selfishness, Capricorn, and you were right. They realized they were selfish in this relationship, and even when the breakup happened. The next one here says, I remember our funny joke. So this ex is choosing to have fond memories of this relationship with you that they shared. They are choosing to think about this relationship in a positive light, and they remember the funny jokes that you guys shared, and they want to cherish this relationship in a positive way. So they are choosing to think positive thoughts or positive aspects of that relationship when you guys were together. The next one here says, I get jealous when I see you with someone else. Very specific. This ex may be stalking some of you Capricorns, and either you visit the same places, or you have common friends, or they may be stalking your social media. If you post over there about your daily stuff, and they have information when you are with somebody, and they do not like that at all. So they have not moved on from you, that is for sure. They are stuck on you, and that is why they are stalking you. But be careful as to what you post on social media, and some of you may also have to be cautious about like entertaining this ex if they come back. Now, the next reading that we are going to do is for the sign of Aquarius, and confessions from Aquarius's ex. What does this ex want Aquarius to know, or how does this ex feel about this breakup? How do they feel at this time? What do they want Aquarius to know through these cards? Confessions from Aquarius's ex. What messages does this ex want to give to Aquarius, and how do they feel about this breakup now? And we have, I thought you cannot live without me. So this ex may have broken up with you, Aquarius, and you survived this breakup. You worked through this breakup, and you kept on moving forward. And this ex was shocked to see you not come running back to them. And what they felt at the time was that breaking up with you will be very, very damaging on Aquarius, and they wanted to keep playing this game of breaking up with you, so that you always remain attached to them. And they're very selfish, very toxic with this behavior. But what happened was that you moved on. You moved on by working on yourself, Aquarius. You moved on from this person, and it was very difficult for them to see you do so. And they were shocked. They were shocked to find out that that you are doing extremely well after this breakup, and you have become a totally different person. So this is what this is something they had not expected from you at all. But it was a rude awakening to this person, and they might have tried reconnecting with you, or they might have even told you exactly what I've explained now through text messages and all. And yeah, so next message here says, I'm scared that you will not accept me. This ex fears that they are lacking in some way because something has happened, and ever since you guys broke up, and they think that if they try to reconcile with you, you will not accept them. You will not accept them. Now, whether, Aquarius, you want to accept this ex or not, it's totally like on you. But this is what this ex feels, that if they try to reconnect with you now, you may not accept them for some reason, for something that has happened to them. So this is how this ex feels right now. What other messages do we have from this ex of Aquarius? How does this ex feel about this breakup or separation? Confessions from Aquarius's ex. We have, I felt you deserve someone better than me. So low self-esteem, low confidence, and also level of unhappiness, sadness coming from this person. How this person feels about after this breakup, or about this breakup, is that they felt that you deserved someone better, so they might have broken up with you, Aquarius, in this situation. And we have, it took me long to realize your worth. The next one here says, I care for you, but I don't have passion. And the next one here says, you were not loyal to me. With this card, it took me long to realize your worth. This person, this ex may have broken up with you or let you go. And you were a very loyal person. You were a very like giving person in this relationship, Aquarius. But this ex decided to end it with you, and you guys broke up. But ever since this breakup happened, and this ex was forced to work on their healing, on healing themselves, they realized eventually how worthy you were, how precious you were for them or in this relationship. So I'm getting this energy of regret, loss from this ex. Now, Aquarius people out there, if you resonate with any of these messages, let me know by leaving me a comment in the comment section. Also, if you like this reading, please give this video a like. Also, subscribe to the channel. Now, the next one here is very specific. It says, I care for you, but I don't have passion. So ever since you guys broke up, Aquarius, this person, because of the time you shared with each other in this relationship, for some of you it was a long-term committed relationship from which you guys broke up. Now at this time, this person still cares about you, they care about you, but they do not have any feelings for you. So if you Aquarius are wondering how this ex feels about you right now, or do they still have feelings for you, they do not have feelings for you, but yes, because they know you, they care for you. Now the next one is again a very direct message. It says you were not loyal to me. For some reason this ex feels about you, Aquarius, that you were disloyal within the relationship, or disloyal in relation to something. So this is how they feel. This is their perspective of you in this relationship or for this breakup. So these are all the messages that I have for you, Aquarius. Now let's do our last zodiac, which is Pisces. How does this ex of Pisces feel about them, or any confessions of from Pisces ex regarding this breakup, or how they feel? Messages from this ex of Pisces. How do they feel about this breakup, the separation, and any confessions they want to make to Pisces? Confessions from Pisces ex. How do they feel about this breakup with Pisces? There are too many cards. I would like to shuffle again. Confessions from Pisces ex. How do they feel about this relationship? Sorry, how do they feel about this breakup with Pisces? Their feelings now. Any messages they have for Pisces? Okay, we have, it's just hard to forget the past so fast. We have, you were not loyal to me again. Now, it hit me like a heart attack when you left me. I am scared that you will not accept me now. I miss your sexy body and I wish you can forgive me. So these are the messages from this ex Pisces, this ex of yours. Now, it's just hard to forget the past so fast. So this ex has trouble moving on from this relationship, from this breakup, from you Pisces. It is very difficult for them to forget you. It is very difficult for them to move on. It is very difficult for them to be emotionally available in a relationship. So it is difficult for them. The next one here is the message which says you were not loyal to me. Now this ex feels that you were disloyal to them in the relationship or in some way. This is how they feel. And in this message, Pisces, you broke up with your ex and it was a shock to them. It says, it hit me like a heart attack when you left me. this person had not expected that you could leave them, and they're not expected that this relationship would end. They had envisioned this relationship moving forward with time, but you broke up with them for some reason, and it was a total shock for this ex. This ex, the next ex, Pisces, wants to reconnect with you badly, but they are scared that you will not accept them now. It says here, I'm scared that you will not accept me now. For some reason, they feel that that you will not accept them now, and something has happened to them, or something has happened in their life, and you know about that, and they feel that if they try to reconnect with you, you will not accept them at all. Now, this next ex, Pisces, is just missing the physical intimacy that you guys shared in this relationship. That is what they miss. That is what they think about, and they do not miss the relationship at all, but only the physical aspect of it. Now, the next here message says here, I wish you can forgive me. Now, this ex is guilty of something they did while you guys were committed in this relationship. Now, because of this, whatever they did here, this breakup happened, and they feel regretful, they feel sorry, they feel embarrassed now, and they only hope that you can forgive them for whatever hurt they caused you, and how this relationship ended. So they feel very sorry. They feel like it was their responsibility. This breakup was their responsibility. They were responsible for this breakup, and they are very guilty about that. So these are all the messages that I have for you, Pisces, from your ex. And guys, please remember that these messages are confessions of the heart, like confessions from your ex. So this is how your ex feels now. Understand that it is someone else's perspective, and this perspective may not necessarily be yours. So you may have a totally different outlook in this situation, and that is perfectly all right. But we are not reading your perspective. We are reading your ex's perspective. So this intention of this reading is to bring clarity to you by revealing your ex's feelings in this regard. So subscribe to the channel. If you like this reading, give this video a like, and also if the messages resonated, then leave me a comment in the comment section so that I get to know. Now, check for regular updates on the channel, and let me know how you like this reading. Take very good care of yourselves, and thank you so much for watching this reading. I'll see you next time.